Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming and we are back with some more LEGO Dimensions! That's right, we're actually a little bit behind, but we're going to go ahead and see what's up with the Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. Story Pack 71253. This happens to be the first level of that, called Accruing Interest. So, no many kits to be found here, but we do have some interesting story bits, and we're going to go ahead and check them out. So here we are! We've got Newt Scamander, who actually comes with the Story Pack, and we're going to go ahead and hop on the old portal and check things out. Of course, we're going to want to go over to the Shard area where all of our new content is. We're going to select Accruing Interest, which happens to be the first level. So let's go ahead and see what's cracking.
Wherever you are about what's going on in jolly old Europe. But this chap Grindelwald has been making a lot of noise since you've been away. Charismatic blighter. But the Ministry doesn't like him, nor does the International Confederation. He's upset a few of the bigwigs, and he's gone underground.
Anything edible in there?
No.
Livestock?
No.
Let me take a look. Next.
Excuse me, sorry, what's the quickest way to Arizona from here?
Flying on the wall, trying to catch a picture.
Hey, what you doing? Get out of the way!
This great city sparkles with the jewels of man's inventions. Movie theaters, automobiles, the wireless, electric lights, all dazzle and bewitch us.
But where there is light, there is shadow, friend.
Something is stalking our city, wreaking destruction and then disappearing without a trace.
Oh, so sorry. My case.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Trying to get to the bank here.
That is weird.
Mr. Kowalski, Mr. Bingley will see you now.
You would have done better to have come home promptly when the war ended, gotten a job, and put some money away.
This is babka. Everyone who tastes it says it's the best they've ever had.
Mr. Kowalski.
You gotta try the paunchkis, okay? It's my grandmother's recipe. The orange zest just...
Mr. Kowalski. Good day to you.
Alright, as we gain control of Newt here, I just want to point out that this is pretty much a direct representation of the movie. So if you have not read the book or seen the movie yet and you've been waiting to do so, you might hold off, because it's going to give you most of the story elements and tell basically a great story of what happened long, long ago. But alright, so here we find ourselves inside what appears to be a bank, and we're chasing after our little Niffler, who has, well, first he was in that little safe over there. We busted it open with Reducto, because apparently Newt has a a bunch of spells. Now, I have to admit, this is pretty awesome. I just got done playing Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7 on the collection for the PS4, and this feels right at home as there is plenty of magic and things going on. And you know, look at that. You got Leviosa, you got Reducto. There's also Aquamenti. There's a few of them. You also get Defendo. So it's a lot of the basic spells that we learned and played with in the Harry Potter game, but we get to utilize them here as well. So, all right, so we have officially rotated that coin up and over, and if you haven't figured out yet, Niffler has a thing with money. He, specifically gold, I think. And, you know, I didn't read the book, so I don't know all of the fine details. But seeing the movie, he clearly loves gold, just like we do. So Niffler and I have something in common. And, all right, so you might have noticed we actually used some pieces to build up part of what was going on here. And we actually completed... Oh, look at that. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe we just had to push it along. We have to complete some stuff here in a second. But you got to ring that bell. Ring that bell. Go ahead and slap it with, I don't know what spell it was, but once you move Niffler into the middle there, we're going to go ahead and pick up the old bell and slam it down. That's right. It's actually going to break up our checkerboard pathway here and allow us to move it so that we can go ahead and push the bell over and get attention of the teller and move Niffler one more time. So that's right. We're going to push it along. Yeah, push it along. Once we get to the final end there, we're going to ring that bell one more time. Ready? Zap, zapparoo, zap, zapparee. Oh, where goes Niffler? Oh, he's got silver this time. So maybe it isn't just a gold thing. Maybe it's just any money in general. But, all right. So look at that. We have clearly frustrated the teller, and she has smashed our bell, so there will be no more ringing for us. However, we get some pieces we can rebuild into an apparition point. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and zap ourselves into the employee-only area. And look at that. We see Niffler over in the corner. So we're going to run over there. And as soon as we get close to him, he actually jumps up. And look at that. He destroys a bunch of stuff. And look at that. We're going to go ahead and watch him go all the way back into what appears to be a caged-off area. So wait for it. There he goes. Zoom. All right. So the doors are going to come slamming shut, and we're going to have to work our way up in there. Well, I guess maybe they don't come slamming shut, but they're closed. Look at that. There's no animation for that, but they are no longer open and accessible. So destroy both boxes on either side of the door, and that's going to give us the available bricks to go ahead and rebuild the right side and put a handle there. Oh, and look at that. There's a handle for the left side, too. So go ahead and spin to win and fill up that meter on both sides, and it'll go ahead and remove the lock mechanism, opening up the door and taking us into yet another cutscene. So, oh, to the yeah, let's go ahead and see what Niffler's up to.
Look at me, that's right, there we are. So I'm your mother.
You know, I don't think we're meant to be down here. Oh my, are you robbing the bank?
Don't be silly. I'm just here to retrieve my pet over there.
What is that thing? Is that a rat?
Is that a rat? Hey, I gotta be honest, as soon as I heard this gentleman's name, Jacob Kowalski, I couldn't help but think of the penguins of Madagascar. Now, if you have a child or maybe are young enough to have watched the whole Penguins of Madagascar, or maybe just even the movie Madagascar, you probably are familiar with one of the penguins is named Kowalski, and he's always the one that's taken the gruff from the other penguins. So, all right, we have completely destroyed the debris in the middle of the room. It was a bunch of boxes, and when we're all over and done with that, you can see there's actually two little, well, I guess they're tubes to go up into our little miniature pathway up there. So you can see up above the safe door there, there is a, well, there's a little tube and a ladder and a couple of buttons, but unfortunately we can't get all the way through it because there is some missing elements. So look at me, I get oh so big, and then I get oh so small, and then I get oh so big again. And I'm going to go ahead and toss these up one by one. That's right, we're going to fill in the gaps here, which will allow us to walk from the left side to the right side, as there is no ladder to get up to the right side. So we are officially good, so we're going to move our Newt Scamander minifig around on our toy pad and get so small so we can climb up the ladder. Look at that. Our attract studs actually found us a poiple that was hiding off to the left side of the tube. So make sure that if you don't have an attract studs red brick on, you go ahead and sneak outside of that little tube and grab that purple. Assuming that you want some studdage. I mean, come on. You know me. Got to catch them all. Got to catch them all. So, all right, we have officially dropped down and pushed both buttons. So we have some extra pieces to build up this weird mechanism on the right. We're going to go ahead and spin this wheel around one more time and check it out. Look at this. Open the door. That's right. We're going to go ahead and see what's cracking inside. Looks like we got some gold on the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've got bank security. Well, we got a manager getting ready to queue off the security here, and... let's see here. I'm guessing that switch can be turned off, but I'm also guessing that that's a free play item where we might get a mini kit or perhaps the minifig in peril, which seems to be the same person on all of them. Now, I haven't gone through and collected them all yet, but just based off when we get close enough to the minifig in peril, there's a little voice, the little subtitles pop up, and it indicates who it is. And so far, on all the levels that we've come across this said person, it happens to be the same name. So maybe different, maybe not, but it appears to be all the same person in this particular story. So, all right, we have made our way over and inside. We watched Niffler do some weird stuff over by the door. We've got a bunch of security guys coming in, so we got to take those guys out one by one. And that kind of stuns them, but they do come back for more. So you will find yourself taking them out repeatedly. And all right, speaking of taking out, there was a silver lock there too that we could go ahead and bust open and find a poiple stud. So we grab that and we get all the way to the top, and Niffler takes off and goes to the other side. So we'll run over there and zap the security guards along the way, and of course use Leviosa to go ahead and lift it up. Now in this particular case, it looks like we could use any magic. I don't know if Gandalf magic is considered Leviosa, but in this particular case, it kind of looks like it, because look, we get the best of both worlds. We get the glowing star bits, and then we also get the purple aura that kind of represents the Leviosa spell. So we pick it up and we slam it down regardless of which one you use, and Niffler takes off into that locked copper box up there. However, we're going to get through copper. We've never seen a copper box before. And oh, look at this. We've fancied ourselves a nice little drill. All right, we're going to go ahead and get our drill on by using Leviosa to go ahead and manipulate this guy right up on where it appears to be kind of the sweet spot up there. We're going to get our drill on, and look at that. We see Niffler come running out, and he opens up the safe. Look at this. How is he just so capable of just opening? This is supposed to be like a safe, like one of the world's most secure banks or something, is it not? And yet Niffler's just making mincemeat out of all the security measures. So anyhow, we go ahead and help him out there and spin him around, and look at that. Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Got a little dizzy there for a minute. Oh, he jumps right into a pile of rubbish. Or is that gold? Looks like gold bricks, but looks like they need a little polishing. Perhaps some of, I don't know. Anyhow, we'll go ahead and step right on inside here and wait for it. We've got ourselves... what is it, a stick insect? I don't remember the name of them. It's like a box something, but this was a really cool feature. It took me a second to figure it out, and you can see the security is not holding up any, look at that. They're just powing me right in the kisser, right and left, right and left. But what you need to do here is you need to simply follow the pattern on the toy pad indicated in the bottom right. You can see it just went middle, left, right. Move him around, or newt around on the old toy pad in that same pattern, and it will up the lock for you. That's right, I said up the lock. It's going to unlock the lock for you. Once you get all three of those, it's going to go ahead and return back to you. And look at that. Look at all those blues and purples. And that's awesome. We are over the halfway mark for our true, well, what is that? True what? Is it true hero? Boy, it's been a while since I played this. I think it is true hero. Boy, I just totally caught myself right in a doozy. And, you know, that's something else I just realized, too. I did not attach that at the beginning of the level, so... we'll save that for free play, and maybe I'll get that. I'll try to sneak that in before I actually produce this. So, yeah, be looking for that. Now, hey, you might have noticed there's a defendo wall on the back. You're gonna have to zap it and then stand in the circle and press and hold the square or B button, or I guess it's X button. My bad. Square or X button, depending on platform. And but I was having an issue. Like my guy was seeing Tweety birds there, and he was standing right in the way, so it would not allow me to access the defender. Now, there are, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 different boxes that need to be Leviosa'd around the room. You can see 2 on the left, 1 on the back wall, and there's at least 1 on the right, I think. Okay, so there's only 4. There you go. You can see all 4 of them now. And so I lure my guys away, too. I'm kind of waiting for that last guy that I powed right in the kiss of that seeing stars back there to come a little closer and walk away from that. But I think... no, see, look. And like I even pow the old question mark, and it tells me, hey, hold and square. Oh, there we finally get it. So was definitely a funny angle. That wall certainly has red on it. I knew I needed to carve it out. Finally get it. Woo to the who. Ooh, some bricks to build for me and you. Look at that. Now it's got this weird, like, is that a red garbage can? A ruby of some sort? I'm not even sure what that was, but it drops down and creates a pile. And look at this. We're actually going to get our first set of build instructions. Now, speaking of build instructions, we actually have separate videos on our page for these. So if that's something you guys want to see, feel free to go ahead and look those up. We have a whole playlist of build instructions. And although we don't have them all up, we have the majority of the new ones starting from like wave 5 or 6. And if you guys want to see the earlier ones, waves 1 through 5 or whatever it is that we missed out on, let us know down below. Speaking of down below, time to go in the bank. Or cutscene, I guess, either way. Hands up, Kowalski!
For the last time, you pilfering pest. Paws off what doesn't belong to you.
Now, unfortunately, you have seen it far too much. If you wouldn't mind if you just stand there.
Over in a jiffy.
Who are you?
Newt's commander, and you are?
You could not have chosen a worse time to let that creature loose. I'm taking you in.
Taking me in where?
Magical Congress of the United States of America? Please tell me you took care of the no-match. You wiped his memory, right? The no-match with the case? That's a Section 3A, Mr. Scamander.
So, Tina, what's all this about?
Mr. Graves, sir, this is Mr. Scamander. He has a crazy creature in that case, and it got out and caused mayhem in a bank.
They have just as much right to exist as we do. So with proper protection, and not to mention an educational program, which is what I've been working on.
Protecting them? What about the statute of secrecy? Not to mention the claws and the fangs and the flames and the venom.
All right, then. Let's see the little guy.
Sorry, Grandma.
Now, I know that's supposed to be like a series of fantastic beasts inside the suitcase, but didn't that sound like he had like a major tummy issue of some sort? And even apologized to Grandma. Sorry, Grandma. Like he was lighting it up in there. Anyways, yeah, moving right along, that's actually going to complete Accruing Interest story. And we didn't quite make that true. Well, look at that. We got 80%. That's quite a way, so not a lot left. And look at that. We also got ourselves a minifig in peril that we missed. So we got lots of work to do, but you know how we roll. We're going to come back and take care of all this stuff on the free play. That's right, all 10 mini kits and all that. I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering, well, where's all the mini kits and stuff for the last ones? Well, being that, Dimensions doesn't require you to get all of the mini kits, it certainly hasn't been as high of a priority for us to get those videos out. We've got all the starter pack ones out, so we've got all of the original stuff, but it's all this extra content that, we're struggling to get out. So hopefully we'll get to that sooner than later. If you guys have any questions or comments or requests for that matter, head on over to our social pages, which are found down below in the video description, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, feel free to subscribe right here on YouTube. That's right, we are currently accepting YouTube subscriptions. So if you like what we got going on here, maybe you got some future Lego stuff you want to do, or maybe you got that one Lego game that's been in your collection forever that you haven't completed, more than likely we've got some information or some videos to help you get through that and get that 100% and get all those gold bricks. So anyways, that's going to do it for me. We've got more of the Fantastic Beasts, where to find them, coming soon, like real soon, I promise. And we're going to go ahead and try to get through this before Wave 7.5 comes out later this week. As always, until next time.